Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Names Uncovered, the podcast where we dive deep into the origins, meanings, and cultural significance of names. Today, we're talking about a name that's often associated with strength and resilience, Wilma. Whether you're curious about the name, considering it for a future child, or just love exploring the stories behind names, this episode is for you. We've got a lot to cover, including the meaning, history, cultural impact, and even the astrological and numerological significance of the name Wilma. So, let's get started. Section 1. Meaning of the name Wilma. Let's begin with the meaning behind Wilma. This name originates from the Germanic language and is a feminine form of the name Wilhelm. If we break Wilhelm down, it consists of two key elements. Will, meaning will or desire, and helm, which translates to helmet or protection. So, at its core, the name Wilma can be understood as resolute protector or strong-willed guardian. It carries a sense of determination and fortitude. A name that speaks of someone who is both protective and purposeful. Isn't that fascinating? A name that combines strength with a sense of duty, qualities that make Wilma an enduring and powerful choice. Section 2. History of the name Wilma. Wilma has quite the history. As a derivative of Wilhelm, it shares roots with the more commonly known name William. Wilhelm was a prominent name in medieval Germany, given to warriors and nobles. By the late 19th century, Wilma began to emerge as a popular name for girls, especially in English-speaking countries and in Scandinavia. During the early 20th century, shorter, straightforward names like Wilma gained traction, reflecting the practical and hard-working spirit of the times. This was a period when names like Alma, Edna, and Emma also rose in popularity, suggesting a trend towards simpler yet strong-sounding names. In the United States, Wilma was notably popular in the 1920s and 1930s, an era when people were navigating through times of significant change and challenge. Perhaps this is why the name, meaning resolute protector, resonated so deeply. Section 3. Mythological and religious connections. Now, Wilma doesn't have any direct mythological or religious connections. However, its root name Wilhelm was common among early Germanic warrior cultures, where leaders and protectors were highly revered. These figures were often linked with divine strength or protection from the gods, echoing themes of willpower and defense. Although Wilma may not have a patron saint or mythological figure directly attached to it, its etymology and use over time often placed it in contexts where strength, protection, and leadership were valued. It has a quiet but powerful association with guardianship, a fitting link to figures who protected their people or served with a deep sense of responsibility. Section 4. Cultural significance and character traits. Culturally, Wilma is a name that evokes strength, independence, and a certain down-to-earth nature. People named Wilma are often perceived as reliable, loyal, and protective, traits deeply connected to the name's core meaning. There's a resilience about the name that suggests someone who can be counted on, someone who will stick by their loved ones through thick and thin. But it's not all about grit and perseverance. There's a nurturing side to Wilma too. In many ways, the name suggests a balance between someone who is both a caregiver and a defender, making it a powerful choice for anyone who embodies both strength and compassion. Section 5. Numerology and astrology. Let's dive into the numerological and astrological significance of Wilma. In numerology, the name Wilma is associated with the number 6. This number is all about harmony, care, and nurturing energy. Those influenced by the number 6 often find themselves in caregiving roles, whether it's within their family, their community, or their career. The number 6 is also connected to responsibility and balance, further underscoring the protective nature of the name Wilma. Astrologically speaking, Wilma has strong connections to Virgo, the zodiac sign most known for its attention to detail, practicality, and dedication to service. Virgos are nurturers at heart, just like Wilma. Virgos value organization and thrive on making sure everything and everyone around them is well taken care of, which really mirrors the name's essence of protection and care. Section 6. Associated colors. Moving on to colors, what shades do we associate with the name Wilma? The first that comes to mind is green. This color often symbolizes stability, growth, and protection, all of which resonate with Wilma's strong yet nurturing energy. Green, of course, is also linked to nature and balance, further tying into the calm yet powerful qualities of the name. Other colors that might be associated with Wilma are softer pastels, particularly pinks and lavenders, which bring out the compassionate and caring side of the name. Together, these colors represent a balance between strength and gentleness, which is what makes Wilma such a beautifully rounded name. Section 7. Literary and cultural appearances. While Wilma isn't a name we see popping up everywhere in literature, it does have a few famous cultural appearances that give it a special place in our collective memory. The most iconic Wilma has to be Wilma Flintstone from the Flintstones. She's a beloved character known for her no-nonsense attitude and her ability to hold her family together. She's strong, practical, and always a voice of reason in the often chaotic Flintstone household. Another notable Wilma is Wilma Deering from the Buck Rogers series. She's a futuristic warrior, intelligent and strong, often portrayed as a leader and a protector, again, reflecting the key traits of the name. In both of these examples, Wilma is portrayed as a strong, capable woman who plays a vital role in the lives of those around her, whether it's within her family or in a leadership capacity. Section 8. Notable people named Wilma. There are several notable women named Wilma, and they've left an impressive mark on history. One of the most famous is Wilma Rudolph, an American sprinter who overcame the challenges of polio as a child to become a 3-time Olympic gold medalist in 1960. Her story is one of resilience and triumph, perfectly embodying the strength of her name. Another significant Wilma is Wilma Mankiller, the first female principal chief of the Cherokee Nation. Her leadership, dedication to her community, and advocacy for Native American rights made her a powerful and respected figure, reflecting the protector role embedded in the meaning of her name. We also have Wilma Dykeman, an American author and environmentalist whose work on Appalachian culture and conservation is still celebrated today. These women exemplify the traits associated with the name Wilma: strength, leadership, and a deep commitment to protecting and uplifting others. Conclusion. The significance of Wilma. So, what makes Wilma such a special name? It's more than just a classic, it's a name that carries with it a legacy of protection, resilience, and nurturing care. Whether through its historical roots, its associations in numerology and astrology, or the inspiring women who've borne the name, Wilma stands as a testament to strength and compassion. It's a name that has endured through time, and with good reason. It's strong, balanced, and carries a deep sense of purpose. If you're named Wilma or know someone who is, I hope today's deep dive has helped you see just how meaningful that name really is. Thanks for listening to this episode of Names Uncovered. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and join us next time as we explore more names and their unique stories. Until then, take care.